Good evening, welcome back to Glisten TV News. Mozambique is bracing for another wave of protests as opposition presidential candidate Venancio Mondlane calls for a 3-day demonstration starting Wednesday. Mondlane claims the October 9th general elections were marred by electoral fraud, and his supporters are demanding a recount. Why? The protests have already resulted in at least 40 deaths and widespread disruptions, including border closures with South Africa and food shortages in southern Mozambique. Y². The economic impact is significant, with the Center for Public Integrity estimating a 2% loss of Mozambique's GDP. Mondlane has urged his supporters to remain peaceful and avoid vandalism, but tensions remain high. The international community is pressing the newly elected government to ensure accountability for electoral violence and human rights abuses. The Southern African Development Community is set to discuss the situation in Mozambique next week. South African motorists can look forward to a welcome relief this festive season, as fuel prices are expected to drop significantly. Forecasts indicate that petrol prices will be R2-liter lower and diesel prices are 3-liter lower in December 2024 compared to last year. This decrease is attributed to weaker global oil prices, currently at $70 barrel, and a relatively stable rand. The anticipated prices for December 2024 are R21.35 for petrol and R19.27 for diesel, translating to savings of R115 and R160 per tank for petrol and diesel, respectively. This reduction will help alleviate financial strain during the holiday season. The South African rand has plummeted to R18.03 to the dollar, its weakest point since mid-August, following Donald Trump's re-election as U.S. president. Trump's potential trade and immigration policies have sparked fears of higher inflation and interest rates, driving the dollar's strength. Experts warned that these policies could lead to higher consumer prices, wage pressures, and upward pressure on interest rates. Johan Els from Old Mutual notes that the timing and implementation of these policies are crucial, and a Democrat-controlled House of Representatives could slow down Trump's agenda. The rand's weakness is a concern for emerging markets, including South Africa, as investors assess. In a stunning turn of events, Navin Ramgoolam's Alliance du Changement has emerged victorious in Mauritius' parliamentary election, securing 60 seats. Incumbent Prime Minister Pravin Jugnath's Alliance LEPEP suffered a significant loss, winning only 2 seats. Jugnath conceded defeat, acknowledging his party's loss and wishing the new government well. The election saw a high voter turnout of 79.3%. Ramgoolam's alliance campaigned on promises to address the cost of living crisis, corruption, and crime, resonating with voters. Key pledges include tax exemptions for citizens aged 18 to 28, measures to end fuel shortages, and free public transport. The change in leadership marks a significant shift in Mauritius politics, with Ramgoolam set to become the new prime minister. The highly anticipated judgment for Senator Jameson Timber and 66 other Citizens Coalition for Change (CCC) activists has been postponed once more, sparking frustration and concern among supporters and human rights advocates. The presiding magistrate, Colin Q, was absent from court, prompting the adjournment until Friday, November 15, 2024. Timba and his co-accused were arrested on June 16, 2024, while commemorating the International Day of the African Child, and have been denied bail 3 times. The activists face charges of gathering with intent to promote public violence and disorderly conduct, which critics label as politically motivated. Darlington Chigumbu, CCC Secretary for Information and Publicity, condemned the delays, stating, "Justice delayed is justice denied. They know these individuals did not commit a crime, so they are punishing them." The case has drawn local and international attention, with calls for the immediate and unconditional release of the detained. Award-winning musician Kelly Khumalo has celebrated her 40th birthday and graduation as a traditional healer, or Inyanga. In an Instagram post, Khumalo shared a video showcasing various news reporters and social commentators mentioning her name. She also posted a picture of herself adorned in traditional Zulu gear and feathers. On Ukozi FM's VUCA Africa Breakfast Show, Khumalo shared her 15-year spiritual journey, saying, "Today, I'm finally graduating, and I'm a certified Nyanga." Khumalo's traditional healing practice will focus on universal gift-giving, transcending cultural boundaries. With 20 years in the music industry approaching in 2025, Khumalo plans to release a special project. Her spiritual journey has been documented on her reality show Life with Kelly Khumalo.